Welcome to Michigan in Focus. I'm Scott McClellan, a Michigan and Minnesota reporter for the Center Square. With me is Tom Gantert, the Center Square's managing editor. So Tom, I hear that there were several bills passed this week in the Michigan legislature, and one bill that hasn't been passed yet, I believe you want to talk about. It has to do with sending unwanted nude pictures. Can you tell me a little bit about this bill?
Sure. It would make it a misdemeanor, punishable by a $500 fine, who send unsolicited naked pictures to people who don't want.
Got it. So this isn't threatening consensual pictures between two consenting parties. This is kind of more of an annoyance. Is that how you read the bill?
It would apply to those 18 years and older who knowingly transmit electronically or another legal adult a sexually explicit video or image if the recipient doesn't consent to receive the item. So this is not unheard of. New York City, 2018, had a similar bill because of a trend in that city of airdropping unsolicited pornographic photos.
And for our listeners, airdropping is an iPhone function where you can drop like an image or something to proximate strangers. Is that correct?
Yes. In June 2019, Texas signed a bill that made it a crime to electronically send explicit visual material without prior consent. And California has passed the Flash Act, which allows also to file lawsuits and civil complaints. Now, the most, if you have a sports background, 2010, there was a National Football League quarterback called Brett Favre for the New York Jets. And he allegedly, according to a complaint by Jen Sturger, sent her an unsolicited photo. And the NFL investigated it, and Brett Favre would not cooperate, was fined $50,000. And that was part of an harassment suit that she did. So, I mean, the question is, if you're going to do that kind of thing, is what is the definition of consent? I have a very good friend, female friend, who was chatting with someone on a dating website, and they had just met and were a couple days of conversing online. And while she was chatting with him, all of a sudden, boom, up comes a unsolicited nude photo from him. And she was a little shocked. And then a few moments later, he sent a message to her that said, oops, wrong person. It's kind of hard to wiggle your way out of that. But would that be a crime if you accidentally send it to the wrong person? The other problem also is there's revenge too. Maybe at the moment it was sent consensually, and then the woman finds out something later about the guy, and all of a sudden she's filing charges. So if you're going to do something like that, it's best now to have it in writing.
Yeah, definitely. The bill hasn't, it was referred to the Committee on Criminal Justice, but I don't believe that it's received a hearing yet. But I'll definitely stay on this topic if it passes the House or any committees.
This was not an issue for my generation.
Yeah, I think it's been a prevalent issue for my generation. Listeners can keep up with the story and more at thecentersquare.com. Please subscribe, and thanks for listening.